Hello, it's Melinda from Alexis and Melinda's Art Space. How you all going? So I thought I'd come on with another Empty the Box, or my empties. This is probably a year's worth. Must admit, haven't crafted much this year. I've done my classes for work and that's about it. Life has taken over. But my box is getting rather full, so I thought I'd do this video and not wait till the end of the year, because as you can see, the box is overflowing. So let's move this box over a little. So in these videos I like to talk about what I like and what I don't like about the products, and sort of do a mini review. So if you're looking for certain products, you sort of know a bit about them. So this is Eldro de Paul acrylic gesso. I got it from Right Art and Craft. I think it was in 2020 or 2021. It was during one of the lockdowns. They had these was $20 for a litre. So it was really good, and I got 2 of them. This is the second jar that I have just got into in the last, I think I opened this one early September before my September event. So what I like to do with the litre containers, because they're so big, I like to put them into, sorry, that was my heat tool falling down, bolognese jars or small jar bottles. So usually I get about 3 of these, but because I was taking it to classes, I put in small Vegemite containers. So I like putting it into small containers because then I don't have this huge container on my desk. I really like this gesso. It's a little translucent, but if I just want to be a bit more opaque, I do 2 layers. And it's a bit gritty, so I really like it. I'll purchase this brand again. Gesso's an undercoat if you've not used it before, and we were coating little pencil pouches with it, so it was using a lot of it. But you undercoat your pages and stuff with it for art journaling and canvases and stuff like that. So yeah, really recommend this brand. It's really good. So we used up heaps of that. Got a box off to the side that I am throwing them in, and get to that in a second. So we've got some impasto medium. I pulled this out. This is quite old, to use for my class. It's actually quite funny. In September, I used it the night before, or a few days before the class, and then it worked perfectly fine. Took it to class, and apparently it had then gone all hard. So the disadvantage I like of big jars like this is when your jar gets sort of half empty, and this one is now really thick, tried to re-goop it with water. So this is Montmartre Impasto texture. Impasto means it's raised and it's a clear texture. It's like texture paste, but it's clear. And unfortunately that half jar is now ready for the bin because it all dried out. So hence why I usually, when the containers get about that full, I would put it into a smaller container. It gets rid of all that air that's sitting in there. Or you can put a bit of glad wrap down onto it to touch it, so it takes the air out of it, but I find that gets really messy. So I usually scrape it all out and put it in a small Vegemite jar, because we go through that much Vegemite here with my daughter. It's not funny. So unfortunately that was a bit of a fail, because that got really hard. I don't like to throw things out, but things like that do have a shelf life. So acrylic soft gel, little birdie. I'm not sure whether I have any more of this left. I really like this. Can't get it anymore. Used to get it at Lincraft, but they don't tend to sell it. So I haven't seen it anywhere else. It's like a gel medium, so I use it for glue to collage stuff down. Had a little bit of a shininess to it, even though it said it was matte, but it was alright. I think it was like $8 a bottle, which is quite good for matte gel medium. And I used to always buy it when it was 40% off at Lincraft, but I think that's my last jar of it. Okay, let's pull off some stuff off the top of my box before everything collides down. I've got one more here. So I used up 3 rolls of foam tape. Was doing some scrapbooking classes, so I used up some of that. I just buy the cheap foam tape. I really like this Couture Creations. I get this from my friend at Hillbilly Scrapping. You get 10 or 12 rolls for a really good price, and it's really good double-sided tape in a nice width. So I used up 4 of those rolls. Do it when I do a lot of scrapbooking classes, because I make examples, and then sometimes we use tape in class as well. Oh, I've got to go get some more of this actually. I like this wide masking tape to put down the gutter of my journals, or the middle of my journals, to stop the pages from separating, and it puts a barrier there, and then I coat it with gesso. But I really like the wide masking tape, so I must go find another roll of that at the shops. Used up some duct tape. So this was some duct tape. I use this just to repair my journals and different things. I think I used this up repairing my camera up there. So that was fun. Trying to use up all bits and pieces before I go and buy more stuff. So let's get on to some more glues if I can get these out without having a cascade in my box. I think that is all of them. So I found this Pritt gel in my stash. This is from my shop, and I've closed my shop 15 years ago, and it was sealed in its packet, and I thought, no way that glue is actually any good. So I opened it up and I thought, well, I'll try it. If it's no good, I'll throw it out. It actually was really good, like sealed in its package and sealed, and I used it all up. Actually found 2 of them, so I'm using up the second one. Best glue I like ever, but unfortunately the company doesn't exist anymore, I believe, so it's hard to buy. But it's a gel, so it comes out not as runny, and it's the strongest stuff ever. So I used up one of those. When it gets really hard to squeeze, there's probably a little bit left down the bottom, but it's really hard to squeeze. So in the bin it goes. I use that for all my chipboard and all my bit thicker stuff than paper. It's also good in paper as well. It doesn't warp or anything like that. So I used up 3 glue sticks. I love Yoo-Hoo glue sticks, but they're quite pricey. So these are a couple, I believe, from Aldi. I tend to grab them when I see them around cheap, and I do like the purple ones because you can see where you're putting it. The Yoo-Hoo ones are usually on special about school time, so I grab a few of them and put them in my drawer. Again, trying to use up what's in my drawer, because these do have a shelf life as well. So I mainly use these when I'm sticking paper to paper, when I'm doing collage and stuff. Okay, let's get rid of the pens out of my box. So I've been doing a bit of cleaning actually and sorting, and you'll see probably a bit more of that. Maybe I'll do some of that on camera. But used up some pens, normal pens I threw in here. I must have done some writing. If a pen starts not working properly, out it goes. I cannot tolerate if a pen is not working properly. Really like this purple one from Typo. I don't know where that one come from. So I just used up some normal pens. As I said, trying to use up stuff and get stuff out of my house that is either not working. These were from Daiso, and they don't work. They just, don't know, I never used them. I'm trying to throw all my pens in a pen drawer and just grab them when I need them, and these just never worked. And I tried to pull caps off them, sometimes have a bit of waxy cap on them, and they just wouldn't work. Shouldn't buy cheap pens. They've got lots of ink left in them. I don't know whether we can open one of them. So they've got plenty of ink left in them, but they just won't work. So all of those got thrown out. Lesson learnt, don't buy this sort of pen from Daiso. Some things from Daiso. Daiso's the Japanese like $3 shop. It used to be $2.80 now. I think it's $3.30, $3.50 or something or other like that. You can get some really cool stuff from there, or you can get some dud stuff. They're obviously dud. Okay. Now, right, this lot. Highlighters. Now, I use highlighters a bit, mainly in my diaries to highlight stuff. Alexis uses them when she cross stitches, so using up highlighters. This purple one was a bit dark. I don't like dark highlighters. I still like to see what's written underneath, so I've tossed that one out. So used up quite a few highlighters. These are good from Daiso, and these are really good. They keep going forever and ever and ever. I also use a lot of highlighting when I'm doing admin work, when I'm loading up new products on my website and stuff, so sort of like journaling, but not. And I sometimes will use them when I'm doing doodling and stuff to colour in areas, so there's a bunch of highlighters. So as you can see, I've been doing a fair bit of admin work this year, not actual arting. I'm going to change that though. And so I've got some Sharpie pens, so a green Sharpie pen, a thin tip, and a couple of black. I really like these black thicker ones. I use these all the time in my art journal. And when they get to not working so well, I throw them in my used up bin. So used up some of those. I love Posca paint pens, and I use those a lot. I also love this one. This one's a really fine tip, and it's great for doing over paint to matte gel medium. These are Uniball Eye Fine from Officeworks, and there's also a micro one that has a blue cap on it, which is really cool. Love Posca paint pens. What's this one? That's not a Posca paint pen. This one is a fine tip marker when I was doing a bit of drawing and stuff, and I think the tip is just, yeah, it just doesn't work anymore. Actually, that one could have come from, this one I got in a class kit, and basically it ran out after the class. And I had a lot of Japanese writing on it. It says Tombow on it, but it was, yeah, didn't last the class. I was drawing over watercolour, so maybe that's what stuffed the nib up. I don't know. But it doesn't work anymore. When pens start to not work, they go. They're not allowed in my house anymore, because then if I pick them up and they don't work again, well, that really, really annoys me. So I love Posca paint pens. Actually, that one's another fine liner. I obviously I was doing some fine line work and used that one up as well. So love Posca paint pens, so used up a few of these. I tend to keep spares of these in all the sizes that I like because I don't like to run out of black and white ones. I've actually seen someone refill these with something, so I might actually keep hold of these and see how they refill. So that might be fun. There's a YouTube video with someone refilling Posca paint pens, so I might not throw these ones in the bin yet. Let's hold on to those, but not where my paint pens are, because I'll pick these up to use them and I will not be happy because they will not work. But yeah, I will try to refill those. But yeah, there is a YouTube video on how to do that. Correction tape. I use a lot of correction tape in my diary. I also use it in my art journal. A couple of these have got, these ones I get from Kmart, which are like $2, I think they're $1 for a pack of 2. All these big clear ones. And I think these white ones come from there as well. So, fantastic. I like them to, obviously I white out stuff as well. But if I want to do any journaling over paint or stuff in my art journal or on magazine pages or anything like that, these draw really cool white lines. So I like these clear ones. This is the last little one. These, at one stage I couldn't get these and I bought a little pack of these little ones. Never again will I buy the little ones. I'll wait for the big ones to come back in stock. Because these are just, I don't know, it just kept blocking up and it kept falling off the little, there's nothing to hold the little bit of plastic on the run. This has little teeth so it doesn't fall off. And this is one I found in my stash that I used up as well. It's a Bic or something, or Papermate. A lot more expensive, and actually looks like I haven't used all of it up for some reason, but it's in my bin because it obviously was not working properly. But yeah, if you're looking for tape whiteout stuff, go to Kmart here in Australia. $2, I think they're $1 for a pack of 2, or it could be $2 for a pack of 2. Don't know, they're as cheap as chips. Washi tape. On a mission to use that washi tape because A, it has a shelf life. This one died. Was new. I bought it, had little crosses on it. Cannot peel it off. Hey, I used up a roll. Used up another roll. Another 2 rolls. Yay. Another couple of rolls. Oh, another roll of tape. And all this other stuff is plasticky tape that I'm using on my packages actually to when I send them out. Oh, there's another whiteout tape roll. I missed that one. Another one of those little ones I do not like. So I used up some washi, yay, got heaps of washi to go. Again, washi does have a shelf life. I was finding this one really hard to peel off. And I think there's a little bit left on the roll because it just got to the point where it wouldn't come off. This one's totally dead. So they do dry out. They either don't stick or they stick to each other and then they won't come off the roll anyway. Then a bunch of little cute plastic tapes. I think these were my daughter's at one stage, but she goes, Mum, I'm not going to use these designs, so I pinched them. So I put these on my packages when I send out stuff for my website. I just put a bit of decorative tape across the top of the package. So lots of little, don't know even what those ones are. Lots of plastic tapes I used up. Again, trying to go through my stash and use stuff up and trying to be intentional when I buy stuff. So you can see some of the little designs that were on here. That was cactuses. There was some dots. So this is like plastic tape. So I probably wouldn't use it in my art journaling because it is plastic. I prefer the washi tape. So I thought let's use this up on some parcels. Make my parcels a bit more happy. So that one's really nice. The zigzaggy one. That one's cute too. Oh, the camera. Oh no, it's cassette decks. That was really cute. And what's this one? This one was zebra colourful sort of zebra print, which was really cool. So, got those out of my stash. Still got a fair bit. Still got a little baggie to use up of these tapes because Alexis was cleaning out her stash. So, I think next year is going to be all about cleaning out and using up as well. So, hope you found this a little interesting with a few reviews on the gessos and gel mediums and stuff. As I use more stuff up, I will keep the packaging and mainly don't do it for like stickers and papers and stuff like that. Mainly do it for tapes and pens and mediums and stuff like that. Thank you very much. I know this year's been quite patchy with videos. Life has just been grabbing my attention more than having time for myself, which hopefully is going to change next year. But life is already filling up in the diary next year as well. Yeah, it's not even 2025 yet. The diary's getting full. Oh well, that's life. But hopefully it'll be be back here a bit more regularly and have some arty fun. Might even convince Alexis to come and play with me one day on a video. That's long overdue as well. So I will leave it all there, and I will catch up with you hopefully before the start of 2025, which is only about 6 weeks away. Isn't that scary? Bye for now. Now to clean out this box and start again.